A demon cat dancer, who is in love with a mortal named Gong Tianbao, is afraid that he will fall out of love with her when she has to change her body. So she fights with a demon hunter, hoping to defeat him, suck his energy and thus prolong her youth. Her niece, who has not yet grown her first tail, falls in love with a young man who turns out to be a demon rat. Meanwhile, on the outskirts of town, another demon cat sacrifices one of her 2 tails to revive her dead lover, unaware that he will decide to sell her when a local rich man announces a huge reward for the demon cat's tail. Directing often comes not immediately, but from related professions. Writers, actors, or cameramen sometimes become directors. Director of Love, Death, and Cat Daniel Fu in his main profession is an art director, and quite a respected one. He works in this industry for a long time and, for example, has worked on the first 2 parts of Monkey King, for which he was even nominated for the Hong Kong Film Award. In 20s, he tried his hand at internet cinema, directing the fantasy action film Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Cadaverous Claws, which was relatively warmly received by audience. Love, Death, and Cat is his second feature-length project. Daniel Fu did not deal with the visual side of the movie himself, but did everything to ensure that it did not fail. The art director of Love, Death, and Cat is Terrence Chung, another great professional who created, among other things, Detective D and The Mystery of the Phantom Flame by Sui Hark. Not surprisingly, the movie of these 2 turned out to be, first of all, very beautiful. Despite the familiar scenery of the movie town in Hingdian, the movie is noticeably different from its peers by expressive, juicy, and in some places even exquisite picture. But Love, Death, and Cat is not just visuals alone. The movie is written as an almanac of 3 stories, each with its own heroes, but the authors tell them not in turn, but in parallel, which leads to some confusion and inarticulateness. You will have to get used to the style of narration in the first half an hour or so. Nevertheless, each of these stories has something to impress and touch. None of them has a happy ending. The denouement in each will be tragic, but Fu does not do it just to squeeze tears out of the viewer. He tells parables that teach to be wiser, kinder, more sincere. Love, Death, and Cat is not just an average online movie, and in addition to the freewheeling approach to script structure and increased attention to visuals, it is evidenced by the cast. Chinese actor Liu Wang often stars in movies for the internet, but he always chooses non-standard, in many ways even experimental projects, and the main female role here is played by Sandrine Pinna, an incredibly talented dramatic actress from Taiwan, for whom this is the first role in the online movie. It would be even strange if such a movie became a box office hit, and it didn't happen, but connoisseurs of the author's view on familiar genres Love, Death, and Cat should not skip it. It is a movie made with a heart,